It is quiet. Layers of rain dust give a slightly more vibrant color to the leafless trees, the bushes, and the grass, lightened by the foggy gray of a December day. Winter settled in, and it's a few degrees Celsius on average here by the woods in western Germany. As the days get shorter and shorter, the peaceful cold of winter's pause settles in completely, into the landscape and finally into my system as well. I struggled with loneliness and the seasons shift, but that struggle came to a close. I finally feel at peace and connected again. I let the cold air of December's days in. I let the quiet and the shortness of the days in. I surround myself with trees every day and make a warming walk when my fingers feel numb from the cold after really engaging with the ground, the bark, and those views I never get enough of. Coming home to a heated camper, only me and my dog Lunar, I let the peace in, recharging, also knowing that I don't have to be alone. I did let go of a few friendships the past months, and after feeling lonely, I saw a pattern and I let go of a whole mindset around friendships that made me unhappy. So I had all of these expectations around friendships, that they should stay the same forever, that if a person writes me every day and then the person writes every week, it has to do with me and is something I have to struggle about. That I have to find people who give me the same amount of attention all the time, really, to make me feel safe. To make me feel like we are deeply connected, and trying to hold on to all of these predefined expectations, not being flexible around things changing in friendships and also beyond in various parts of my life, to be honest. Even when not spoken out, an energy like that puts pressure on a friendship. Ironically enough, it stresses oneself out much, much more than letting go of expectations and living life with its seasons, also in regards to friendships would. There's a saying that the storm breaks the tree that holds on too tight. In the storm, the trees that survive are the ones being flexible, shaking here and there, bending with the wind. A tree that grips too tight, that is not flexible, is the one that breaks in a storm. Being unflexible and demanding breaks you. Letting go, though, of a pattern, of a dream, of that tight grip around it, giving in into the unknown, the unfamiliar. It is scary for sure, but after seeing the pattern, how it made me unhappy and did cost me and others lots of time and energy for so many years, I decided to let go anyways. And honestly, letting go and being flexible liberates you. I felt that much, much sooner than I thought I would. I feel like a new person, my energy shifted completely, I feel happy and connected. Everything is more effortless, more instinctive, more trusting in myself, handling whatever a day, a season, or a new friendship brings. And trusting in life, really, that endings are beginnings, that changes are something I can lead into, and that nothing stays the same forever. And that's a good thing, because change means evolving. It means learning, and if we learn to trust, it means happiness. In the end of the video, I tell you more about making friends living kind of isolated by the woods, but also very generally. But now let's forage some herbs and make a mushroom pan.
So this is what I came up with foraging from the garden. It's not a lot, but it's raining and I'm really not in the mood for foraging. A few minutes more, so this is what we are going to use for the mushroom dish as topping in the end. All extremely healthy and nutritious. We got dandelion leaves, which are great for immunity or blood building. They contain a lot of vitamin C and iron, which is very good. We got greater calandine, which is gorgeous for digestion if it's consumed in small quantities. Last but not least, we've got ground ivy. It's great for the lungs, it's great for when you have a cold, it's antibacterial, and besides that, ground ivy is so freaking delicious. All just grew in the garden naturally, still very potent after the first frosts here in December. So yeah, without further ado, let's go and make our mushroom pan dish.
So yeah, this is like a 2-person serving, but it's huge. Maybe it's a 3-person serving for average portion sizes. As I do intermittent fasting and only eat twice a day, this is perfect for me. Having a huge and filling bowl to eat. So at first we need quinoa, around 200 grams of it. You wanna give it as much water as it requires. I just measure it by hand and yeah, put a lid on and cook the quinoa for around 20 minutes until the water is absorbed. I'm using around 800 grams of brown store-bought mushrooms here and just cut them up roughly. We also need garlic and onions. What I really love to do with onions is I love to cut them in different sizes. So I have huge onion pieces and I have small onion pieces. I just feel like it tastes so much better with these different flavors and consistencies. So with a ton of oil, I'm using rapeseed oil here. You're going to fry the garlic and the onions for a few minutes. Add the mushrooms and stir and yeah, let that brown and fry for a little while until you add salt and pepper. I'm also adding a little chili powder here today, giving that a mix and yeah, waiting until everything is nice and brown. Then I'm going to add the quinoa, mixing that in, and everything is on high heat the whole time, by the way. Watching out for nothing to stick on the ground and frying it all up nicely until everything is a bit more brown. Then I add eggs, quite a huge amount of it. I think I added around 9 eggs here. And yeah, after the eggs are all stuck and everything is nice and combined, it's time to serve and to add the fresh herbs as topping.
There's really not much that can be said to this dish besides that it's quick and it's delicious. It's extremely filling with all of the oil and the eggs, and it has this freshness from the lemon juice in combination with the herbs and the cheesiness from the nutritional yeast, which gives it all in all a freshness but also a richness. And yeah, it's a very delicious meal that I like to make every now and then. Without further ado, let's go to the outro and talk a little bit about how to make friends when you live alone by the woods or in any other life scenario, really. So let's get into it.
So the first thing I want to say is that I am very grateful to live the way I live right here, because it has been a dream of mine to live in this cabin by the woods in the middle of nowhere. And I'm really happy that I didn't take that path, because now I know for me this definitely wouldn't be the thing, because I am a quite individual person, so I need it is good for me to have a large group of people that I can potentially choose people from that might get friends with me. So living in the middle of nowhere where we have just a few neighbors, of course, limits your option in getting new friends and getting you out there quite a bit. So the way I live right now, for me, it's like the perfect in between actually living by the woods and actually living the dream that I had and have, but also at the same time being close-ish to cities. So I drive like 40 to 60 minutes to reach a couple of big cities here. So the pool of people that I can fish in is quite large if I just get out there a bit. For me, the most important thing when it comes to making new friends, but also actually living life generally, is to do the things that I long to do intrinsically, and going online to online platforms to seek for friends really isn't something that I like to spend my time on. And for me, I figured that trying to contact people throughout the internet is something that actually drains my energy, because I spend more time alone, more time on screens to interact with people that are not in front of me. And this actually wasn't something that I enjoyed. If you enjoy this, searching for friends online would be really, really good for you potentially. But if you don't enjoy this process, I really recommend to you to go out of your comfort zone and to go out there and explore hobbies and activities that align with what you want to do. For me, this step was actually extremely huge, because a few years ago I didn't like group settings at all, which changed completely actually in the last years. And yeah, I started small, I think, with like a board game evening, something where you don't have to talk to people that much, and then you just get into it and you can explore the things that you are maybe more interested in even more. For example, in my case, I like to go to spiritual gatherings where people just talk about spirituality. You could go to dance classes, board game evenings, reading groups. I think there are endless possibilities, and actually indirectly the internet is helping me with that too. So in Germany we have this app which is called Gemeinsam Erleben or Spontax, and in that app you can actually see activities that are going on in your surroundings. I don't know if that's something that's available in other countries, but here it is. And you don't have this, okay, I'm looking for friends and I need to spend so much time on my phone, which I maybe don't want to then maybe meet up with a person, and maybe it vibes and maybe it doesn't. But you have this platform there where you can search for also different sections, and then you just see, okay, next Tuesday from 4 to 6 there's this thing, and then you just go there. So that's something that's very quickly going to give you the opportunity to be in a situation where you meet other people. I think it's extremely important to let go of this needy energy of I want to make friends, I'm here to make friends. This energy doesn't attract the right people, and this energy also won't get you very far in friendships very, very generally. So my advice definitely would be to try to let go of this search and to really only go to the activities that align with you, where you might find like-minded people, and just go there only for the activities themselves and just let unfold what wants to unfold, but have no pressure there. And the good thing about this method is that you actually look forward to things. You have the calendar open and you know I'm going to go to that dance class and you are going to enjoy this because it's something you very generally enjoy, which might be more enjoyable than, okay, I'm meeting this person I've never seen before, where the fact if you're vibing or not just dictates the whole experience. And just leaving the pressure out of things and just doing things because you generally enjoy them, and maybe build up a small community there, or go there a few times, or even if you just go there once, you will have contact with people, multiple people, and you are in the here and now and not just somewhere to maybe have something in the future, which might be a friendship, but you enjoy the moment, and this is a completely different energy, which will make you, at least in my experience, much more happy and fulfilled, and you have many things that you can look forward to. And when you make this a regular, and when you go out of your comfort zone more and more and more, it becomes a habit. And you know, okay, these are the 2 things this week that I'm going to do. I'm so excited for that. And if people pop up that you like, I really recommend then definitely going forward and asking them for their number, and then to just stay in contact and see how this contact unfolds, and then also letting it go and not thinking, "Oh, okay, this is going to be a friend and I have to grab tight," but just exhaling, cool, there is a new person, and just seeing how things unfold over time. And yeah, and over time you will really train your leading into the unknown muscle very, very generally. And by doing this, by going out there and talking to potentially interesting people, I made so many new contacts. It's really insane. And yeah, I wouldn't do it any other way. And every week I know which cool things there are that I'm just looking generally forward to. Also really important are the mindset shifts that I talked about earlier in the video, and just accepting everyone the way they are, which doesn't equal spending time with everyone or prioritizing everyone. That's actually 2 completely different things. It's extremely important to, on the one hand, accept everyone as they are and see them as they are, and trying to see reality the way it really is, and to look deeper and to accept and to let go. So if it's not a hell yes and not a hell no with a person, or if a friendship dynamic shifts, but also just if you meet new people, I ask myself this question: does this person make me more happy, or does this person make me more wise, or both, or none? This is extremely helpful, because what are the kind of people that I want to spend time with? Ideally, people that make me more happy, that don't drain my energy but do the opposite, or at least leave my energy levels kind of neutral, and people that can bring something of value to the table for me. People that inspire me, people that, I don't know, I can learn something from. For me personally, this is extremely important. And if a person isn't able to make me more wise or more happy, so if a person is draining energy from me and I can't learn anything from this person, it's not a person for me, and I definitely won't spend time with this person. And the happier this person makes me and the wiser this person makes me, the more likely I'm going to spend time with this person. Those are my priorities. Last but not least, it's important to focus on various areas in your life and not only on friendships. Sometimes when there's a lack somewhere, or when there's not as much as we would like to, we as humans tend to really focus on the lack, which is also not a good energy and not very helpful. And it's extremely helpful to focus on other parts of your life, to, as I said, to do things because of the thing itself and to do activities because you generally enjoy them. But to live a happy life, you should also see where the connection lies. So if you do live really remotely, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, there's a reason why you moved there. Maybe you want to connect with nature more. Maybe there's something deeper for you that you haven't found yet, that you can find. Or maybe you are not that much in your like productive energy in terms of fulfilling your dreams. Actually, for me, I figure when I'm more into YouTube and more into music, I actually don't think about friendship that much. And I think that is also very important, to focus on what you want to focus on and to focus on what you want to nourish. Yeah, I think that's all that I want to say about this topic. Did you ever feel like you idealized a person just to find out after months that the picture changes and you suffer from that? That is your expectations that make you idealize a person when you few things feel like feeding into that fantasy for a while. Breaking free of expectations gives you perspective, a clearer view of what and who is really in front of you. It gives you a distance that allows you to look deeper and wider. Ironically enough, not only your friendships get better, but you have a greater sense of connection very generally. Because it's a different if you accept someone because you idealize them into matching your expectations, or if you see and accept them for who they truly are. Being brave enough to let go of expectations and boxes and looking reality straight into the face. Unmasked, real, ever-changing, and beautiful. Have a beautiful day. I see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.